Good morning, YouTube. So with today's video, oh boy, it's gonna be a long one. I'm gonna give you top 20 summer cheapies for 2023. I do have to speak a little bit softer than usual. I did record a few videos earlier, but my wife is finally awake. But it's the dog next door. What you just heard was with the door closed on top of that, so it's a bit of a challenge filming in a condo. But with this list here, they're not going to be in any numerical order, but first one is going to be Ferrari Red Power Ice 3. This is a discontinued fragrance that you can still get online right now. I believe it's on clearance for about $25 Canadian. You know, I used to be the Ferrari hype man. I was the self-proclaimed unpaid shill, the brand ambassador from Ferrari, to the point where some people actually thought that I was shilling fragrances out to other content creators. Some of the comments that I got, like notifications, were just insane. Like they would leave comments under like comments that I left 4 or 5 years ago. It was just nuts, you know? Whatever. But this one here does have like citruses. It's got coriander, cassis, cardamom, musk, and iris. It's a clean, crisp, slightly or like a fresh, spicy type of scent that's musky and quite aromatic. And there is a little bit of like a powdery undertone from that iris. Really, really nice. It's understated, it's underrated, it's not a big projector, so you can do a few extra sprays like 6, 7 without really worrying about offending anybody. And it's a great casual scent that's perfect for, like, you know, every day. It could be great for the weekend. You can wear it to school. Hell, you can even wear it to work if you choose to. Longevity is going to be about 6 hours. So fragrance number 2 is an oldie, as it came out in 1991. It's an old scent that's going to resonate a lot more with the older generation, but young people, you could rock this one as well. Calvin Klein Escape. This has an overabundance of notes. I think it has something like 20 notes. That's the thing with these 90s fragrances, is that they just threw everything in there to see what's gonna work and what's gonna stick. It's just insane. But this is a very fresh, aromatic, a little aquatic, maybe a little, like, definitely musky for sure, and definitely a little bit fruity. So there is eucalyptus, there's mango, there's melon, sea notes, fir, birch, oak moss, and just so much more. You know what this is? It's like a sea salty aquatic with with fresh watery fruits. You know, it's not like super fruity like an apple or a plum would be, but with the melon and that mango, you know, the mango is there, and it does add a little bit of a tropical vibe. The eucalyptus is there. I'm not a big fan of eucalyptus in fragrances or just the smell of it, but in this is actually done quite nice. You're gonna get that mint. So overall, it's just a very refreshing, relaxing scent that is perfect casually, just like the name itself, Escape. This is a fragrance where you just want to escape and relax, you know? Longevity is gonna be about 6 hours. Fragrance number 3, let's stick with the brand of Calvin Klein, and that's gonna be CK1 Summer Days. These two fragrances itself, I ended up reviewing in Hawaii, but this video is probably gonna go out first before any of these, but oh man, this is just fantastic. The kumquat in this, for a cheap brand like Calvin Klein that really doesn't produce like great, okay, they do produce some good smelling scents, but stuff that's synthetic. Like the kumquat in this smells really good, pretty genuine in my opinion. Super citrusy, it's bright, it's inviting, but there is vetiver, there's musk, there's tea, and there's gonna be that mint. This is just another feel-good scent, very much like Calvin Klein, but this is more citrusy and maybe a little bit more green. But it's like a citrusy, green, musky scent. Fantastic. This is gonna leave that pep to your step. When it is really unbearably hot, this is just gonna bounce off your skin. A lot of people say that like CK1, like these summer releases, lean more towards the youth. Yeah, maybe in some ways, but this one here, for me, because of that kumquat and that mint, it's just ageless. Anybody can rock this. Longevity is gonna be about 3 to 5 hours. Fragrance number 4 is gonna be Perry Ellis pure blue. If you're looking for like a blue type of body wash, this is one that you might like. It's blue, it's fresh, definitely aromatic with like a fruity apple. So you're gonna get that apple, there's musk, citruses, and with watery and green notes. I feel like there's lavender. I might not have put lavender on my notes, but there is like a lavender type of component that does give it that extra blue feel. You know, just a blue body wash out of the shower type of thing. Casual. Very casual. You can wear it to school, you can wear it to work if you want, and it's just great casually. You know, white t-shirt, jeans, pool party, basketball if you want, go to a sports game, barbecue, that sort of it. Longevity is going to be about 5 to 6 hours. Fragrance number 5. Man, I haven't worn this in such a long time. Sean John, I Am King. So with this one, you're gonna get like tangerine, cranberries, woods, seawater, and more. It's just an aquatic, fresh, woody, and fruity scent. For me, I think it's really good. It's an old scent that came out in like, I don't know, like maybe, well, it came out in the 2000s. I don't know if it's like 2005 or 2008. You know, like there is another one, I think it's I Am King Miami or something like that. You know, some of these Sean Johns are discontinued and they're so expensive, you know, but some of these are definitely great. You're gonna get, like this one is still available, I believe. Unforgivable is still available, and 3 AM is probably like the most talked about. I haven't talked about any of these fragrances from this brand at all on my channel. That's gonna change this sometime. Longevity is gonna be about 3 to 4 hours, so definitely not the best. Fragrance number 6, I'm actually in the works of doing a collab video with Rossi Bossi from TLTG Reviews, and that's gonna be Kenneth Cole Mankind Unlimited. This I thought was gonna be a lot more fresher, which, you know, it is fresh, but I thought it was gonna be like a lot more like summery. It is a summer scent, but I just thought because of that orange stripe that there was gonna be like some tropicalness to it, or like a lot of citrus. There's not. There is that mandarin, of course. You're gonna get that C notes. There is some herbal tones to this one. So the clary sage, you're also gonna get the juniper berry and some woods and some other notes. For me, what this is, it's a clean, fresh scent that does have like an herbalness to it. It's aromatic and definitely woody. So don't let the bottle fool you. Just because it's like an orange stripe around, it's not as citrusy as you might think. You think that there was gonna be some mango or something like that. No. But for me, this is a great work scent. I think that this fragrance was marketed more towards the younger guys, but for me, this is ageless. You know, college all the way to a grandfather. If you work in an office, this is the great office-friendly scent. Longevity is gonna be about 5 to 6 hours. Fragrance number 7. Whew, this stuff here packs a bit of a punch, so it might be best suited for nighttime. Original Penguin Signature Blend. This stuff here is like super surprising because like there's like leather or suede, there's sea salt, there is ice cube, there's musk, martini, but also pimento. It definitely is a heavier fragrance, so the daytime I don't think that this would be suited. This is more of a spring scent than a summer scent in all honesty, but a summer night out is perfect for this type of video, right? So for a casual brand, I find that Original Penguin, like we don't have any like shops that are just dedicated to that brand, but I have seen Original Penguin at Nordstrom's on the Rack, which is unfortunately now gone. I have seen some clothes, not a whole lot, and the fashion I find is more casual. This has a little bit of a classiness to it. You know, you are gonna get the sea salty, you're gonna get the pimento, you're gonna get that like leather. It's not like overly leathery, but it's more of a suede. And you might get a little bit of a martini alcoholic or like a boozy type of feel. Just aromatic, sea salty. It's actually really nice. Like surprisingly, for like 25 bucks, you really can't go wrong. So definitely do look into this one. And longevity is gonna be about 6 to 8 hours. Let's stick with the brand of Original Penguin, and that's gonna be Original Blend. Now this is definitely a summer scent. So whew, definitely loads of lime. You're gonna get lavender. There is some suede to this one. Apple, yep, musk for sure, and definitely some sandalwood. This is a very musky scent. It's a clean type of musk with apple, some lime, maybe a little bit of suede, definitely like the lavender. Like the lavender does amplify that freshness and does give it a bit of a fougere feel. And then towards the base, it's gonna be that sandalwood. You know, there is a little bit of a powderiness to this one. I find it's a little bit, it is there, but it's just casual. You can easily wear this to school if you live in a tropical country all year round, like, you know, like Hawaii, Florida, you know, the Caribbean, wherever. You could wear this to school all year round. For me, it's just a great relaxing scent that does leave a little bit of a pep to your step, in all honesty. And longevity is gonna range anywhere from 5 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 9 is gonna be Guess 1981 Indigo. Now, if you like coconut, this is one that you're definitely gonna like. Oh man, the coconut in this is very milky and it's very tropical. There's also iris to add a little bit of a powdery nuance. There's cedar, there's definitely lavender, and there is that green fig. This is marketed towards the men, the guys out there, but I do think that this can be a unisex scent, in all honesty. It's not overly masculine. It's a great casual scent and it's a night out scent, in my opinion. Longevity is gonna be about 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 10, I have looked high and low for the bottle and I just can't find it. I looked through my 2 cabinets, I looked in the bedroom, I looked everywhere, and I just can't find it. I do have a bottle, but that's gonna be DOLCE&GABBANA Le Fou 21. This one here is a great, relaxing, casual scent for the more mature man. This does have like cognac or rum, definitely in the juniper berry, so you are gonna get like a sparkling boozy accord, and you're definitely gonna get that bright woody scent. Throw in some ginger to energize it and a little bit of fresh coriander, and that's what you pretty much get. It's a tremendous scent. I love it. I wish I had my bottle to show you guys, but again, it's not here. Longevity is about 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 11 is going to be Baldessarini Cool Force. This has a very prominent myrtle. For me, it definitely does have that myrtle, and it also has very bright bergamot. It has like a creamy soapy neroli with cardamom, sea notes, and like patchouli or cedar. You know, like the base is definitely musky and woody, but you are gonna get like a bit of a powdery white floral. It's not overly white floral, okay guys? So if you're like one of those guys like, no, I'm not gonna touch it, you have to smell this one out first before you just blind buy. I blind bought it and it was a really good blind buy, but it's fresh, it's aromatic, it's sea salty, it's citrusy, a little spicy, and definitely like a musky woodiness to it. Fantastic, but it does also have that undertone of powderiness. It's not overly powdery, just a small bit, and this is just casual. This is a feel-good scent for the weekend. Longevity is going to be about 6 to 7 hours. Fragrance number 12 is a great musky scent, and that's going to be Jaguar Classic Motion. So with this one, there's definitely lemon, there's mint, there's lavender, definitely a lot of musk. The musk in this is clean. There's iris and there's also sandalwood. So the iris does add a little bit of a powdery nuance, including that musk itself. But it is clean, it is minty green, fresh, it's aromatic, a little woody, and absolutely musky. This is just a casual scent for the weekend. You could wear this to school, you could wear it to work if you want, but for me, this is the epitome of a white t-shirt and jeans, or like a pool party, like a beach party, barbecue, patio, drinks, all that kind of stuff. Just the epitome of casual, and longevity is gonna be about 5 to 6 hours. I'm trying to breeze through this video, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail because I'm not looking forward to the editing, and I just don't want that dog next door to start barking. But number 13 is gonna be Burberry Weekend. This is an older fragrance. I don't know how old, but it is definitely a synthetic type of bomb. This is also heavy in lemon. There are other citruses out there. I think that there's like 4 or 5 different citruses, but for me, it's a whole lot of lemon. There's also honey, which is not a really like a common note to begin with, but when you throw it into like a summer scent, it's different. You're also gonna get ivy, musk, oak moss, and melon. So overall, it's just a citrus bomb with some greenery to it. I don't get any sweet silky honey at all, but it's just overall fresh, it's aromatic. I don't want to say clean, but there is maybe like a clean component, and it's just casual. This is definitely going to resonate more so with the older guys because it came out in like the late 90s, early 2000s. It is a synthetic mess in the opening, but as you let it dry down, it starts to get better. And when it is super hot, this will bounce off your skin. Longevity is going to be about 4 to 5 hours. Number 14, Lacoste Essential. This is a great scent that is also older, came out in like the early 2000s. And when I came into this community like a decade ago, this was heavily talked about. It made a lot of people's list or just was talked about in reviews. But this has like tangerine, it's got cassis or cassia, definitely that tomato leaf, pepper, sandalwood, and maybe a little bit more. So it's just like a green, fresh, citrus aromatic with some woods to it. To me, it's casual, but this is also a great work scent. You know, it is ageless, and even though that this is an older scent, I think that someone in high school could rock this, no problem. Absolutely, you know. And just, again, casual, green, make you feel good when it's hot. This will definitely bounce off your skin. And longevity is gonna be about 5 hours. Fragrance number 15, this is probably gonna be a little bit more classier than some of the other ones in this list, but it's not like over the top classy, but this will go very well with a suit and tie. Perry Ellis America 2019. I was recently on TLTG's live stream like a week ago, and I told him that I was going to bring this to DC. And he said that I was going to do some dumb hillbilly ass shit in front of like some of the memorials because I have a warped sense of humor. He and I our political views are totally different, and you know, it's possible to be friends with someone who has a different political ideology than you. It's possible. It's just I don't fuck with extremes on both sides. I think both sides are stupid. And this here, I will be bringing to DC. Am I going to do something stupid? No. This does have that birch and that pineapple accord to give it that Creed Aventus feel. That's why I find it's a little bit more classy than a lot of these fragrances in this list. And it also has rose. Now in the beginning, it does smell like Aventus, but when that rose does kick in, along with the amber and throw in a little bit of lavender, it becomes its own scent. It's great just like this, but also will work very well with a suit and tie. For me, it's more of a daytime scent. Like Creed Aventus, I think it's day and night, but this I think might be a little bit more of a day scent, but you can wear it at night. But for me, it might just go better during the daytime. It's a perfect office scent. Again, suit and tie, like this. Longevity is going to be about 6 hours. I will be doing an actual review of this in front of some of the DC monuments. And no, Ross, it's not going to be some dumbass hillbilly shit, okay? I had to put that in there. We're down to the final 5, and I'm not looking forward to editing this one here. But fragrance number 16 is going to be Karl Lagerfeld Bois de Cèdre, wood of cedar. And that's what it is. So it is a very woody scent. So the cedar in this is very dense. You're gonna get some citruses, you're also gonna get C notes. The C notes do add a bit of a salty tinge. There's also musk, and then there's also violet leaf. The violet leaf does make this an aromatic scent though. It really amplifies the airiness. So airiness and woods. Who would have thought, right? But that's what it is. This, in some ways, reminds me of the Pacific Northwest. Vancouver, you know, British Columbia. There's a lot of cedar trees out there, old growth cedar trees, and just like the Pacific Ocean crashing against the rocks with the trees over top. That's what this kind of reminds me of. And it's blue. Like, is it a blue scent? Not really, but I get those North Pacific types of vibes. I like it. I like it a lot. This is a brand that I've always neglected just because Karl Lagerfeld I wasn't really a fan of. You know, I just thought he was a bit of an interesting or an unusual character, in all honesty. This is more of a casual scent, but I do think that you can wear it to work, and longevity is about 6 hours. Fragrance number 17, this is just gonna radiate off your skin when it's ultra hot. AZZARO Chrome Extreme. This does get comparisons to Armani's Acqua di Gio Profondo. This is a blue scent that is very citrusy, but also has a ton of C notes, but also juniper. Throw in some amber and some cashmere and that's what you get. This will just make you feel great when it's really hot. I hate summertime. You know, I don't do well in the heat. This just makes me feel a little bit better. You know, it makes me be able to go outside. If you're looking for a blue scent that has some woodiness to it, some citruses, but also some seawater or some sea notes, some saltiness, look into this one here. Both scents, this and the Armani, are both fantastic, but I would go with this one just because of the price tag. And longevity is going to be about 5 to 6 hours. Fragrance number 18, this is actually a great masculine scent that's actually, in my opinion, a little classy. Vince Camuto, So this is a very woody scent. You're gonna get loads of juniper berries. There's some gin, a little bit of citrus, ozonic notes must, but also like different woodiness to it. Now, I don't know what those woodiness are. I don't know if it's cedar, sandalwood, whatnot, but you are definitely gonna get that juniper berry. The juniper berry, the gin, and the citrus, I think it's bergamot, are like the main players. It is really nice. The juniper berries does add that masculine touch to it, and it makes it a little bit more mature, but someone in their 20s can easily wear this. This will go very well, like dressy casual, you know, something a little bit better than this in all honesty, but you can wear it like this. You can even wear it with a white t-shirt if you choose to. But this will go very well with a suit and tie, or just like a nice like button up with like a nice pair of, like, I don't want to say khaki shorts, but some dressy shorts and some loafers. Without question. And I just picture, for some freaking reason, and maybe it's just me right now, I picture a man on a yacht. You know, if you are on a yacht, chances are you're gonna reach for something a lot more expensive than this. This is like $40 or less. Longevity is gonna be about 5 to 7 hours. Fragrance 19, I would say that this is the sexiest one in this entire list. Guess Seductive Homme Bleu. Now, why I say that, this smells like a much fresher version of YSL La Nuit de l'Homme. You know, that very fragrance is fall and winter. This is spring and summer. With this one here, you're gonna get salty caviar. You're gonna get some sea notes, some aquatics. You're gonna get sand, which is a bit of an unusual note. But what makes this one a summer version of YSL is gonna be that cardamom. The cardamom is very warm, it's inviting, and it does add that sex appeal. There is that salty tinge, you know, but the salty tinge, the aquatics, and the cardamom, who would have thought? It does lean more youthful, but I personally love it. It's a great night out scent, not a club. But if you wear this on a date, to a lounge, something casual, like on a casual day, like where it's like dinner and a movie, or like bowling, billiards, your date is gonna love this one on you. Like, projection is not a banger. This is like an intimate set where she's gonna have to get into your space. That's something you want, is it not? Longevity is gonna be about 5 to 6 hours. And last but not least, we have finally come to the end. Hugo Boss Hugo Ice. Now, this is the new bottle. It used to be very much like this. This is like the canteen type of bottle. It's now this, but it's still under the Hugo line. This is nothing but bitter orange, juniper, loads of mint, with a little bit of tea. Green, aromatic, citrusy, and oh so refreshing. This, I find just mint, and like the mint is the most prominent note in this. Is it like super minty green? No, but it is quite minty. Mint just makes me feel like I got that extra pep to my step. It's a feel-good note in the summertime. I love the smell of mint just overall, whether it's in my tea, my food, or in my fragrance. This is a casual scent. Casual, yeah, you could wear it to school, you could wear it to work, but for me, casual. Longevity, 5 to 6 hours. And guys, that's it. That is top 20 cheapies for the summer of 2023. This has been a long morning because I actually filmed 4 other videos before this. The battery died and the SD card was filled up, so it's been a long trying morning. So I am officially done. Any reviews that I've done on these fragrances, they will all be down in the description box below. I've talked about a lot of these. I haven't talked about this one, but definitely will. And if you want to see other summer cheapies out there, why don't you check out this side here. And if you like this very video, please, gentlemen, leave me one of these. It really does help with the algorithms when you give it a like, but also a comment, so I really would appreciate it. And if you like this type of long format, I just might do another top 20 video later on in the year. Not anytime soon, because this definitely is time consuming and it takes a lot of energy. All right, so guys, I thank you for your time, take care, and I will see you later. Thanks for watching, everybody.